this is my forum response to whether or not I feel that student or college athletes should get paid. And I do not think that they should get paid. I feel that school is a higher priority over athletics, and students should be focusing on school, not on sports. I think that paying them would increase the likelihood of them not doing well in their classes because paying them, I feel like, almost gives them an incentive to not do well. And some of the points from the video, The Biggest Loser, was saying that most student athletes don't even make it to the professional level. So I feel if they are focusing more on sports than they are on their education, that come time to graduate, they're going to be stuck because, they're not eligible to play sports anymore, but yet they didn't do well in their classes, so they're not going to be able to find a job. And they were saying in the video that most schools, for a lot of the sports programs, end up spending more money than actually bringing in revenue, so I don't really know where they're going to find the money to pay these athletes if they are in a deficit. Some of the positives and negatives. I think some of the positives of them not being paid is that everybody would be treated fairly, and I think that trying to figure out how you're going to pay college athletes would just end up having too many technicalities to even be worthwhile. And some of the negatives to them not being paid, I feel, would be them not being recognized for their efforts, just because it's difficult to balance school and playing sports. Should athletes be able to acquire jobs? I feel that they should if the time allows. If they're able to keep up with their studies, working, and playing sports. And I mean, I can understand that for many of them it's a year-round commitment, but during the off-season, they're not traveling all the time, so they'd have more opportunities to have a little job on the side. From the Knight Commission on Intercollegiate Athletes website, I thought that was a pretty neat idea. They use a 1+3 model where the one presidential control is directed towards the three: academic integrity, fiscal integrity, and then a certification process to verify that integrity, quote. And what they're trying to do is emphasize education and academics in athletic programs, trying to balance academic spending with athletic spending, and focusing on students as students and not as professional athletes. What do you find intriguing and valuable to you in your interaction with sport? On the website, I like that it gave additional resources and links to news and press related to the Knight Foundation. And I think some of that stuff would be valuable because I could use those resources to assist me in helping student athletes. Like some of the news articles on the website included, banning recruitment of 7th graders, protecting student athletes from exploitation from fantasy leagues, and then whether or not student athletes major in programs that are easier. I've heard that a lot of student athletes try and major in sociology because apparently it's easier. I don't know, but I feel like using that article or resources from that could help me encourage athletes to not try and migrate towards something that is an easy A, rather try and do something that they're passionate about, just because most of these athletes, don't make it to the professional level, and I think they'd be better off majoring in something that they actually care about and trying to find a decent job rather than something that they're going to hate for the rest of their life. So, yeah, thank you for listening.